Good morning everyone. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today we are going to look after the assignment number 3 based on surface areas and volumes. Let us start with the question number 1. A solid is hemispherical at the bottom and conical above. That means we are having hemisphere at the bottom and cone above. So when cone is on the hemisphere, so it is clearly mentioned, it is understood that diameter of the hemisphere will be equal to diameter of the cone. And that is nothing but radius of both will be equal to each other when they are one upon the other. So that means radius of both are equal, right? So first, when you look after the solution, first let us enter into this. Let R be the radius of hemisphere and cone. R be the radius of hemisphere and cone. Okay, both are equal. So if one more part is given for us, if the CSA, the curved surface areas of two parts are equal, that means CSA of hemisphere is equal to CSA of cone. It is clearly given there. So okay, given CSA of hemisphere equal to CSA of cone. So that means 2 pi r square is equal to pi r l. 1 pi gets cancelled. R one term and r here square term gets cancelled here. Then I am left with L is equal to 2r. Let us name this as equation number 1. Okay, L is equal to 2r. Just this is for our clarification. And we know it. In the conical part, the relation between radius, height and slant height in cone is L square is equal to r square plus h square. Right? And now we got L is equal to 2r. Substitute here. So when I substitute here, 2r whole square is equal to r square plus h square. So from this, it will be 4r square is equal to r square plus h square. So bringing r square terms to one side, it will be 4r square minus r square is 3r square. 3r square is equal to h square. From this, r square by h square is equal to 1 by 3. That means r by h is equal to 1 by under root of 3, right? So that means therefore the ratio of radius to the height is nothing but 1 is to root 3, right? This is the first question. Now coming to the second question. Shiva, an engineering student, was asked to make a model in the shape of a cylinder with two cones attached at its two ends by using a thin aluminium sheet. Here what we have, here we are having a cylinder with two cones attached at two of its ends. Okay, first let us draw the figure simultaneously with the question itself. So here we are having cylinder with two cones on its ends. So first let us have the cylinder part. On this we are having two cones. This is the first cone on one end and one more cone on the other end. Now attached to ends by using a thin aluminium sheet. The diameter of the model is 3 centimeters and its length is 12 centimeters. This complete model length is 12 centimeters. Right? If each cone has a height of 2 centimeters. So that means if you take this as a height, this as a radius. So in that case, this also is 2 centimeters and this also is 2 centimeters. So if that is the case, total height of the model is 12, in which the two cone heights are 2 centimeters each. So it will be 4 now. So the height of this cylindrical part will be 8, right? 12 minus 4. The next part. Next, find the volume of air contained in the model. Okay, so first let us have this. In this complete model we are having two structures or two shapes, that is cylinder and cone. So right, first let us have the data for this cylinder and the second one is cone. So in this, if you observe clearly, diameter of the model is 3 centimeters. See here you can see that cones are on the cylinder, right? That means their base radius and base diameter or the radius and the area will be same. That means radius of cylinder will be equal to the radius of the cone. So here you can see the diameter of the model is 3 centimeters, right? So D is equal to 3 centimeters for the cylinder even d is equal to 3 centimeters for the cone. So from this r is equal to d by 2, that is 3 by 2 centimeters. Here also the same thing, r is equal to d by 2, that is 3 by 2 centimeters. Now in the cylindrical part, height is equal to, for the cylindrical part, the overall model height is 12. Here we are having two cones, right? So when you subtract the heights of these two cones, 12 minus 2 plus 2, that is 4. So 12 minus 4 is 8. So it will be 12 minus 4, that is equal to 8 centimeters. This is the height of the cylinder. And height of the cone, h is equal to 2 centimeters, already we have. Now what is asked you to find? Find the volume of air contained in the model. So volume of the air contained in the model means I have to find out the volume of this model. Okay, so volume of this model means first we have to see what are the constituents in this. Here we have one cylinder and two cones. The simple thing is we have to find out the volume of cylinder, we have to find out the volume of these two cones, then we have to add it. That is what we are going to do in this, right? So first let us find out the volume of cylinder. Volume of cylinder is equal to, we are having the formula as pi r square h, that is 22 by 7 into r is 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 8, height of the cylindrical part. So now this is one time, this is 4, and this is one time, this is 2 times. So what I am left with right now is 22 by 7 into 3 into 3 is 9, 9 2s are 18. So it is 22 by 7 into 18 cubic centimeters. This is the volume of cylinder what we have, right? Let us not calculate here, it will be easy for us for doing the problems in the further case. Next, volume of cone. Cone, we will find out, see we are having two cones, that means we will take the volume of one cone, that will multiply with 2. Okay, so volume of cone is equal to 2 into, why I am taking 2 into is because we are having two parts. So volume of cone is equal to 2 into 1 by 3 pi r square h, that is 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. Now this is height of the cone, so it is 2. So this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, and this 2 and even this 2 gets cancelled, and of course we are having here as 1 by 3, right? So in this, if you check it out correctly, 1 3 and 1 3 also gets cancelled here. So what I am left with right now, I am left with only 22 by 7 into 3, that is 22 by 7 into 3 cubic centimeters. This is what I am left with right now. Here 2 into 1 by 3 pi r square h. So 2 into 3. Right now next one is, therefore volume of the total model, since it is the air contained in it. So volume of the air contained in it is equal to the addition of both of the volumes. So with the addition of both of the volumes, in the sense 22 by 7 into 18 plus 22 by 7 into 3, that is 22 by 7 into 18 plus 3, that is 22 by 7 into 21. So one time, and this is 3 times, 22 into 3 is 66 cubic centimeters. This is the total volume of the air contained in it, that is volume of the model, and there's that means that much amount of air will be present in that model. That is volume is equal to 66 cubic centimeters. This completes this question. Coming to the third question. A solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere with both their radii being equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. So now here also, if you check it out correctly, what is the thing we have? Solid in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere. So first we are having one hemisphere. On this hemisphere part we are having a cone. Both of the radii being equal to 1 centimeter, and height of the cone is equal to this radius. So here one of the important part, this is the height and this is the radius. Now here one thing is clearly given for us, that height of the cone is equal to its radius. So first here we have two parts, hemisphere and cone. Hemisphere and next one is cone. So in this case, if you check it out clearly, a solid is in the shape of a cone standing on hemisphere with both of the radii being equal to 1 centimeter. So that means radius of hemisphere is equal to 1 centimeter. Even radius of cone is also equal to 1 centimeter. One more point is height of the cone is equal to its radius. So that means height is equal to radius. Since radius is 1, therefore height also will be equal to 1. So find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. Here also I have to find out the volume of the complete solid. So to find out the volume of complete solid, here I have volume of hemisphere plus I have to take volume of this cone. That means volume of hemisphere plus volume of cone, right? So first let us find out this separately. Volume of hemisphere. Volume of hemisphere is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, so this is 2 by 3 into pi into r is 1 whole cube. So this is 2 by 3 pi, okay, cubic centimeters. This is volume of hemisphere. Now when you come to the volume of cone, that is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Here 1 by 3 into pi into r is 1, that is radius, into height is also even 1. So what I am left with right now is 1 by 3 into pi into 1 is obviously 1. So that is pi by 3 cubic centimeters. So even we got the volume of cone also. Now what you have to do, you have to find out the volume of complete solid. So therefore volume of solid is equal to all the constituents whatever are there in there. So volume of hemisphere plus volume of cone. So that is nothing but we are having here the volume of hemisphere, we got it as 2 by 3 pi. So 2 by 3 pi cubic centimeters plus 1 by 3 pi cubic centimeters. That is, you can see here 2 by 3 pi plus 1 by 3 pi. So that means 3 pi by 3. So 3 by 3 gets cancelled. I am left with only pi cubic centimeters. So this is the volume of the solid. So whenever you are having the questions of this kind, when he is asking you to find out the volume of the complete solid, which is comprising of 2 or 3 shapes, the simple thing is to find out the volume of the complete solid, we have to add the volume of the individual constituents of this. So this type of problems are very much important. Thank you.